Well, hello there, and good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting from South Jackson, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. We had a beautiful day yesterday. We even had tornado threats in our area and portions of West Tennessee and the Mid-South. The tornado threat did not materialize especially here in the Jackson area and most of West Tennessee. Down around the Savannah area and down toward Corinth, Mississippi, they did have a tornado damage down in that part of northeast Mississippi, and also had one up around Paducah, Kentucky, and other parts of the southern sections of the country. But we got lucky here in West Tennessee. We even had a tornado watch for Madison County up until lunch. Then another one was issued east and south of Jackson, and that one was canceled later on in the afternoon. But most of the tornado occurrences occurred down in Alabama, once again, and down in parts of Mississippi, and of course up in Kentucky. But we managed to miss it here in Jackson. But we had mighty nice temperatures, though, compared to today anyways. Yesterday's low temperature, for example, was 55 degrees that occurred at midnight last night. Yesterday morning's low around sunrise was right around 64 degrees. But by midnight it dropped down to 55. Yesterday's high got up to 79 degrees here in Bemis. Yes, almost 80 degrees here in Bemis yesterday. It felt real good. Had a lot of wind, though, too. We had a wind gust of 44 miles per hour at the Jackson Tennessee Airport, at 2:35 and 2:53 p.m. Yesterday evening. A little catch up there on yesterday's climate data. As of today, as of 6 o'clock, the skies were mostly clear. They still are. At 6 o'clock, the temperature here would be 53 degrees. As of 8:07 p.m., it's down to 47 degrees right now here in the Bemis area. I've had no rainfall since midnight here. By the way, yesterday I had 7,300ths of an inch of rainfall. Most of that fell during after midnight yesterday. 12 and 1 a.m. hours mainly is when most of that fell during a heavy thunderstorm that moved through during the 12 a.m. hour yesterday. That's not last night, but the day before, the midnight before. All right, again that was 7,300ths then. None today. Alright, the lowest humidity today was down to 43%. That occurred at 6 p.m. The highest would be 68%, and that occurred at 7 a.m. Lowest dew point temperature today was 31 degrees. That occurred at 6 p.m. The highest would be 37 degrees, and that occurred at 12 and 1 a.m. The lowest barometric pressure today was 30.01. That occurred at 12 a.m., while the highest would be 30.25 inches, and that occurred at 12, 1, and 6 p.m. Today's highest wind gust was 25 miles per hour out of the west at 2:59 p.m. this afternoon. Let me see. Yesterday's lowest pressure was 29.70 at 7 a.m. The highest was 30.01 at 12:59 p.m. The lowest wind speed yesterday was west at 8 at 9 p.m. Of course, you know the highest. And I think that's really snowfall record yesterday was 3 inches in 1960. Let me go ahead and give you today's records now for March the 15th. Hottest high, 89 degrees. Almost hit 90 degrees today. 89 degrees in 2016. Not that long ago, really. Pretty warm back then. Coldest high would be 39 degrees in 1949. The warmest low would be 62 in 1955, while the coldest low would be 21 degrees. Not too long ago, 2017, just 2 years ago, it dropped down to 21 degrees this morning in 2017. Whew. And the freezing tomorrow morning, that sounds cold. We're down to 21 degrees 2 years ago today. Even that late in the year, we're still getting that chilly. Rainfall today, record would be 1.58 inches. That occurred in 2008. And the snowfall record for today would be a trace. And that fell way back in 1949. Alrighty, that's the basic climate summary for the evening. I guess we can look at the radar and a couple of other features for you, and then I guess I'll be through for the evening. I'll may try to cut it a little short this evening. As you can see, there's nothing on the radar at the moment in West Tennessee. Nothing's expected over the next few hours or days, for that matter. I think no big time rain's expected anytime within the next few days. I'll have to look at my Pacific forecast here in just a moment to get a more precise estimate on that. But as you can see right now, we're in the clear. Good clear skies tonight, and a free radar, no echoes on it. Let's look at the satellite picture now. It also looks fairly clear this evening. Most of the clouds are down south of us. Those down near Memphis and down the Mississippi, they're high, thin clouds trying to work their way kind of through. And as you see a few clouds that are north of us, they went by us to the north. Otherwise, most of the state is pretty clear tonight. Not hardly a cloud in the sky. The southeast Florida looks great down there, and so does most of Tennessee, and a good part of Arkansas and Oklahoma. And up in Missouri, it looks beautiful up in that area too. Alright, got good weather finally. Alright, let's look at the current surface map right quick like. And it shows, according to the Weather Channel, it shows nothing around us. High pressure in the plain states. You see there where the precipitation is taking place up around the sections of the Great Lakes and along the eastern seaboard. And you see where the fronts are related to the different conditions. And really not a whole lot going on across the whole country today. We're trying to clear out a little bit finally and fair up a little bit. And that's the current map. Let's look at tomorrow's forecast map. According to the Weather Channel, Saturday morning looks pretty good. Nationwide, actually. As you can see, high pressure over Oklahoma. There you see the various fronts around the country might be snowing way up in the New England area and up in Canada. Really nothing going on in the U.S. itself, hardly. A few little spots of rain, maybe a little mixed with snow up in that area. Other than that, the whole country is fairly dry. A little bit rain out there around El Paso, Texas, maybe. Down around Brownsville, Texas. But other than that, really not a whole lot going on. Again, that's for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow midday, not a whole lot of difference there. Let me click on this so I can see a little bit better. I'll give you a quick summary of the whole nation. Florida might have a little rain down there by midday tomorrow. Down in the central part of the state. Looks like it's going to be light, though, down there. And some in maybe New Mexico and along the Texas coast. And beyond that, the whole nation looks pretty clear tomorrow afternoon. Alright, let's look at tomorrow evening's forecast map. Still looks good for another evening, for Saturday evening. Not a whole lot going on. A little snow up in the northeast, but in spots, though. And a little bit down in southern sections of Florida, maybe. Other than that, it's fairly clear across the whole nation. Hey, you might be able to get out in the Georgia weather nationwide tomorrow. For once. That doesn't happen very often, does it? Alright, now let's look at the local forecast right here in Jackson and West Tennessee area. Let me turn this around so that I can read it to you. Make sure I can read it to you. Tonight is, of course, going to be fair skies, obviously, tonight and tomorrow. It's going to be nice and sunny. And excuse my little ear itch there. The sun will be setting at 7:02. It's already gone for tonight. The moon will be setting at it'll be setting at 2:54 a.m. tomorrow morning. Gonna have fair skies tonight and tomorrow. Matter of fact, it's gonna be fair all the way through Tuesday of next week. How about that? We've got some nice sunny days coming our way, and reasonable temperatures, not really too bad. Low tomorrow morning, they're 33, a little bit on the cold side, but it'll warm up fairly quickly to around 56 degrees tomorrow. We'll have north winds at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunrise tomorrow morning about 7:04 and sets at 7:03. Hey, almost got 12 hours of sunshine. Hey, it's getting close. That's a clue to the possibility, not the possibility of, spring coming close. Spring starts next Thursday, by the way. The moon rises tomorrow afternoon at 2:10 p.m. and sets at 3:53 a.m. Sunday morning. Mostly clear Sunday, of course, like I mentioned. Low of 33, high of 60. That's going to really feel like spring. West winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Next Monday, low of 34, high of 56. With north winds at 10 to 20. Low of 32, high of 57 next Tuesday. With north winds at 5 to 10. Finally, next Wednesday, spring begins at about 5 p.m., 4:58 p.m. We do have a 50% chance of a few showers on that day, unfortunately. But there's really not a big chance, though. So it'll probably turn out to be just a mostly cloudy day. With a low of 39 and a high of 57 with west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And the full moon will be complete next Wednesday as well. It'll be rising at 6:53 p.m., which is just before sunset, which will be at 7:06 p.m. next Wednesday. So the moon will be coming up just before the sun sets next Wednesday. With it being a full moon, that should look great, assuming the skies will be clear enough to see it. And it'll be setting, by the way, the moon will, by 7 a.m. Next Thursday morning. And it's going to be back to fair skies by next Thursday, March 22nd, and Friday and Saturday on into next weekend. And the temperatures will be warming up by next weekend again, all the way through Sunday of next week. Looks like, let me see, low of 40, high of 63 next Thursday, low of 39, little cool on Friday morning, high of 68, again approaching 70 once again. By next weekend, low of 42 next Saturday, high of 71, and low of 51 next Sunday week, 24th, and a high of 73. Hey, that's a good sign that spring's trying to get a little bit more steadier. That's all right with me. I've been waiting for it for quite some time, and I'm sure you have too. Well, I guess that's it for tonight. Again, fair skies tonight, a little chilly. Excuse me, with a low of 33 and a high of 56 tomorrow, with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Not really too bad for a late fall day. Well, alrighty, that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing, as always, and subscribing and leaving nice comments on occasions. And I hope to talk to you once again tomorrow evening. And until then, good night, and may God bless you.